Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth, and I want to keep going along some of the same lines. Y'all gotta excuse my hair. I'm out here working, but hey, some of the hairstyles that are popular, some of the hairstyles that y'all wear, my hair is neater than yours. But anyway, we ain't keeping score. Not on that. I want to keep talking along the lines of ninjas, niggas, whatever you want to call them, because this is important. So, it's baffling how 20 years could pass and we still at the bottom of the stats. Then another 30 years can pass and we still at the bottom of the stats. You got to start looking in the mirror in those cases, like, how are we still at the bottom? Are we not helping each other enough? Are we not doing enough? What is the issues? Part of the issues is a lot of us are killing each other off. That's one of the issues. Another issue is that a lot of us, we don't help each other. We don't respect each other. We spend a lot of time disrespecting each other, talking behind each other's back. That's why pro-black talk makes me cringe. Not because I don't care and I don't want to see us melanated people as a whole do better, but because the main people who talk this stuff, they don't walk this stuff. The main people who try to have the look that you would think a pro-black would have be the main ones keeping stuff down, causing problems at work. People quitting the job because they don't want to work with you, Mr. Pro-Black. They don't want to work with you. You supposed to be pro-black. Black people like, man, he don't know how to talk to people. He this, he that. You, Mr. Pro-Black, who I like to call Mr. Pro-Whack. And then some of the women too. They spend all their time trying to get positions over men, and then they spend the rest of their time after they get it trying to emasculate those men. If he's masculine, let me make problems for him. Let me make problems for him. That's what they be saying in their mind. Everything you do, they try to override it because they just can. They got the position. These are some of the reasons why we still at the bottom. This stuff right here, like, it's you getting those positions, like, and I ain't gonna lie, I met a couple guys, like, at my old job, they had this supervisor named Mr. Taylor. Some people have bad things to say about him. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him because he really used to have my back, but it's only so much. Like, it's only so much that you can do or say if you got a whole slew of people against this person or against that person. There's only so much you can do. Then when I was in Texas, it was a guy I worked at a plant, Luxottica, and there was a supervisor named Reggie. He reminded me of Mr. Taylor. So when y'all hear me talking like this, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking about the ones who, y'all know, they look the part. They try to have the hairstyles, the facial hairstyles and all this. But yet, if you dissect how they behave, they don't even like other black men. They compete with other black men. They compete with them for the women, trying to talk down on them, trying to act like they tougher than them. All kind of stuff. I've seen a lot of different stuff that I'm finna get in on this video. Trying to compete with other men. You in the office, you talking about, you laugh and giggle. You shouldn't be doing none of that. You talking about the black dudes to the white guys. You in there, like, some of them, they'll know you got a YouTube channel. They'll be making jokes and talking about you with white dudes. But yet they try to talk black people this, black people, man, shut up. Shut up. When is people gonna start losing sleep at night and feeling bad over being a hypocrite, man? Like, it's like people feel too good about being a hypocrite. They too comfortable in hypocrisy. It's a reason, and it's reasons why we at the bottom. It's reasons why some jobs pay good But if it's a lot of us, it's gonna be high turnover. Like if a job is 80% black, how is it high turnover? I'm gonna tell you how. Because somebody is pro-whack. Somebody is trying to masquerade like they have other black people's best interests at heart, and they don't. They don't. Man, black women, black men barely get along, man. Divorce, 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 divorce. I mean, come on, man. You say, well, everybody get divorced. And that is true. But nobody gets divorced more than black people. Why? Because women are programmed to disrespect black men, and black men are programmed to say, you know what? I'm out of here. And you should. Like me personally, I don't knock people for getting rid of toxicity. Like if a person is too toxic or a job is too toxic, I believe you should try again. Like, why would you stay there? You're going to just end up getting in trouble. When people start trying to target you and people start like being against you that much, they are dangerous. You don't need to be around people like that. You need to be around people that you could work with as a team. That's why we at the bottom, because the people who would work as a team can't find teammates, and the rest won't work as a team. Like, there's no way all the struggles that our ancestors been going through, that any black man should be willing to sneak around with another black man's wife or girlfriend. Like, you might as well go over there and be like, what's his name? Clayton Bigsby or whatever on Dave Chappelle. You might as well be a real life Clayton Bigsby. Because that's what you acting like when you do that stuff. You think you a pimp? You think you some type of player, man? You's a punk. Messing with people, girls, and wives. You a punk. And then some of these dudes, they'll be trying to act like they friends with each other, and they'll be messing with the same women. Like how, like, did y'all talk about that? Did y'all discuss that it's cool? These is the reasons why. Then you have people in your family, they make it, they don't help nobody. They have all these reasons not to help people. Oh man, and it's obvious you're just not family. You're not helping them because you don't care. You don't care about them. You're not family. Like, it's situations in life where you should help somebody. You shouldn't help people every time. You should use good judgment in who you help. But it's situations in life where you should help somebody. You make it, you should help somebody else make it. Well, what do people do? Laugh, giggle, laugh, giggle. You talking about these people behind their back. You won't call them on the phone. They ain't heard from you in months or even years. Why are you talking about them? I'm going to tell you why. Because you a nigga. That's why. That's what niggas do. That's what ignorant folks do. That's why you doing it. That's why you doing it. And you keep, and here's the thing. People be over us, not always because they talented. Everybody know that we do contain all different talents on all different levels. But we don't know how to apply it because we too jealous. We always got to be number one. We don't, like, even on YouTube, like some of these dudes, they want you to super chat them every day. They wouldn't care if you super chatted them $1 million. But they can't even mention, and I hear a lot of, oh, I'm not mentioning nobody else's channel on my video. Dude, listen, I want you to know that you are part of the problem. And as long as you talking, but you part of the problem, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. See, I know for a fact I'm not part of the problem. I'm part of the solution. Like, there's nothing, like, my conflicts that I've had was either people didn't want me to do things the way they don't do things, or it's not because what I was doing wasn't working, wasn't effective, wasn't right. They just want me to do things their way. That's where a lot of my conflicts came from. Some of my conflicts came from people just being jealous. Some of my conflicts came from people just trying to compete. Because that's what niggas do. They'll have the hairstyles. They'll have the look. They'll have the talk. Oh, F Trump this, F. No, F you. And here's why I say that. Because you look at what you do and say on a regular basis, man, you a scam, you a fraud, you a grift. Like you not pro-black, man. Look at your body of work every day. You trying to be a thug with no criminal record. Be happy you ain't got no criminal record. You trying to hang on the hook on the block with people who destroying the block, people who destroying the community, but yet you look like you're the answer. You look like somebody that we would call pro-black, but yet you're furthest from it, man. You a hypocrite, man. And then you got the ones who get along better with white people, not because black people did all these things to them, but because that's just how they are. What have anybody black done to you? I could name a lot of stuff. Targeted me on jobs, lying on me, and who knows what. People done lied on me so much. I don't even know what they lying about. Sometimes I'll be like, man, this person acting funny for no reason. It might not always be for no reason. Somebody could be lying on you. All of this stuff equals what? Black people down here at the bottom, still 40 years later, 50 years later. And they talking about in the year 2053, they saying that a lot of us are going to have zero net worth. And guess why? Let me tell you a story. So I have businesses, right? One of my businesses, okay, just listen to this. Like if y'all from Wisconsin, y'all understand completely. One of my businesses, I give rides. I don't want to go into too much talking about my businesses, but I'm just saying. So a person calls me up. She says, how much would you charge me to take me from 38th and Lloyd to Waukesha, some street, Kensington or something like that? Here's what I told her. It was 17 miles away, right? This is what I told her. I said, I will take you there, bring you back, and wait for you for 12 minutes without additional charge for $27. That was too much. If you type in how much Lyft would have charged her, it would have been at least $15 to $25 more. And that's another thing. Black people be name dropping, name conscious, be stuck on names. Part because they don't like themselves. They don't want to see somebody else come up the ladder and up the ranks before them. I ain't gonna even get into what he said. We ain't gonna even get into that. That was just too bad. Because this person was supposed to be a friend, and for him to even say something like that was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. Like I looked at him different. Like I already was looking at him different, because it's one thing to disagree on politics if you can say, okay, well, we agree to disagree. But one thing I can't stand is when black people think because you grew up in a certain area, you gotta vote a certain way. Oh, you can't. It's a lot of black people that think you shouldn't be a Republican if you're not rich. And that's because they don't know about politics. They don't know that conservatism is more than just money. It's more than one category. Money is just one category. But we'll talk about this more because I'm finna be cooking. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy how some of us, they'll hate you for voting a certain way. Like you would fall out with them for voting a certain way. But let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Let's all black aside, all that. Can you show me how black people as a whole have been improved by merely Democrats? Me personally, I think that neither side should have full control. That it'll balance everything out. That if the Democrats had a House, then the Republicans should have the Senate. If the Republicans had the Senate, then the Democrats should have the House. Because when you get all Democrats, what you get? You get the Adolf Hitler stuff. You get the socialism. You get the fascism. You get, oh, let's take their guns. People who ain't gonna do nothing weird, you trying to take their guns. Because you got to have full control over everything. Then you go on the other side, and they got full power. Now they start trying to take away programs from people who really need them. Like sometimes people be needing help. Everybody ain't got the world monopolized. So I like it down the middle. But people expect me to vote towards liberal, not understanding that you vote for them, you vote for everything they stand for. And like I tell people all the time, if I'm going to vote conservative. And if I don't like the candidates, I'm not going to vote. Because if I vote on the other side, then that means that I'm going for everything they stand for. Everything. And if you want to get technical, Democrats equal slavery. Like the abolitionists weren't Democrats. They weren't liberal. It equals no right to bear arms. You just go down the amendments. It equals no Constitution. It equals no right to bear arms. It equals bringing slavery back. Do you really know what you're doing? Do you really know what you're doing, man? I mean, it's something to think about. But nonetheless, we're going to end this video as well. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Hit that like button. Hit the dislike button if you don't like what I'm saying. You know, keep it real. Come in them comments and get cooked. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Shout out to the striving blacks who help each other, who work together as a team, who not fake, phony, pro-wax. Shout out to you. And I guess I'll see all of y'all in the next video.